Hello everyone, welcome to the next segment of Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgotten. Today, we are going to backtrack a little bit, battle-wise, to gain a little bit more experience. I don't anticipate the battle taking all that long, and it should be good. Let's try an advance and see how that does. Here we go. Same position for him. We'll give our archer out first. Yeah, right there's good. Buffer up. 3. Pop it up to 4. Give a priest out. Move him up 1. Then the mage would be good. The mage right here. Pretty nice. Move it here, then increase our range. That's not an issue. And then all that's left is him. Boost him up. And now we just wait. So yeah, playing an older mission is good, but without getting any more troops, we need to find some extra experience. So going back on a higher difficulty and taking out some of these guys is the best thing to do. Probably could have played this on the extreme one. Can go back in and do it again. We'll do 4. We'll do 4 battles, and then we'll move up, continuing into the story. I think that's good. So they're not really all that yes. Let's get frenzy up on here. Could do. There we go. Get crystal. Took out a few of them. Definitely, so you definitely see an increase in troops. So as the difficulty scales, you definitely get more and more troops. And I'll be happy to use up the lightning. Get plenty of PSI. Throw that out there. Let's finish him off. Excellent. Alright, well at least he got... There we go, give him aid. And yes, we're good. Let's equip that new item. The brilliantly colored nomadic tunic is crafted from heavy wool and ornamented with ornate embroidery. The hem of the garment disciplines the continuous winding roots of the world tree. How beautiful. That's another thing. There are certain missions you get higher, like perfect score on this one, Chieftain's Tunic, which we have. Up here you get more, but there's some where you can only get weapons or armor on extreme, so completing them outright is better in that regard. Okay, let's move him here. Get the archer up again. I want to bump her up one more time. Oh, speed. Should we bump the archer first? I don't believe that'll come back to bite me, so we'll be alright. We should be okay. As soon as I get this. Come on, archer. There we go. Good, good, good. I was worried it was going to come back to bite me. Well, apparently. Pop a crystal. And move game speed down. 2, 1, pop that. Beautiful. That crystal did great work. Mage is doing good. Alright, so far doing excellent. Didn't take any damage, which would have been unfortunate because we're here for experience, but getting a perfect score is also nice as well. The blue guys walk through water. They swim, I guess. So, just a new mechanic. What did I say? They, fighting, swimming revenant. Tales of stinking corpses rising from the water and attacking thirsty villagers abound in the pit. No one fetches water alone, and only the mad dare to swim. Yeah, I could definitely see how swimming with those guys would be a slight inconvenience. We got a lot, we got plenty of PSI. And these guys are starting to sneak up, so let's start getting rid of these worms here, snails or whatever. Don't want them blending in if avoidable. Doubling up makes it a little bit more pesky. Like here. We should actually use a crystal here, which would be very nice. And keep that ready. Yeah, see, that did some good damage. Took out that bulk there. Here we have the rest of these guys. And it should be good. But you definitely see the increase in difficulty on a higher setting. Note again, but I'm using only hero units, I'm not using the troops. It's really really no big difference between the troops they give you and the troops you can purchase once leveled up. But it's still slash, yeah. His basic attack would be nice to have. Ice ball and lightning. Excellent. Let's move back here and do the same on extreme. See, this one has a staff, so that'll be good for the mage. Increase her even more. Increase her exponentially. I like the range to cover this side, because I don't want them to get close. Having them close over here is not something I want. The left long aisle, it's not really all that bad. I mean, one straight line versus two here coming in from the east needs a little bit more attention and care, so I'll focus more of the troops there. He doesn't do much damage, but yeah, something's better than nothing. Increase the speed. So far doing good. Got swimmers and snails coming up, but this is an earlier mission, so I don't see my guys having any issues with him. And he's taking a lot of damage in the north there. A lot of damage. Let's throw out a heal. The archers should, yep, be able to finish them off pretty soon. Just like that, there you go. So even though this is an earlier mission with these, you can definitely have to keep on top of it. Otherwise, you could get overrun quite easily. Especially now that the snails are out and they're going to be doubling up. The worms. They look like snails. Well, I guess they're worms. It's better to try to thin them out, because if you can't always prevent them from grouping up. Sometimes the sheer number overwhelm with how much you can kill, how fast you can kill them. But making the best strategy and not allowing. Let's do frenzy. That'll be good. Not allowing them to get grouped up is the best. Clean this out here. No point just sitting on all that PSI. Leveling up a character as well if you don't have if you don't have an ability, as you see, like, so you got slash, double hit, fury, madness adds to chance of critical to fury, but this one like swipe. So if you don't have this, leveling up, it's not going to do as much potential damage when he does have a skill. And I am concerned, because I have limited PSI, to get as much damage out of a base level of abilities I have versus trying to get all of the abilities unlocked, because it does increase the cost. Charlatan's Staff. The ornate carved staff is adorned with a strange text running along with the shaft. Closer inspection reveals that this script is no more than gibberish, carved to fool the illiterate. The ends of the staff contain several hollow components containing powders to produce colored smoke, and what was once alive canary. Oh, that's horrible. That would be really good for her. And he can have her old staff. Yay! So we'll go back here. We'll fight this guy in extreme. And then after this battle, we'll head back up to the story. Kind of want to boost her up again. Even though it doesn't do an ability, she needs that range. And get the priest out. Again, myself up. Increase speed. Boost the priest up. Now I need to increase her. It will cost way too much for her to actually be able to touch the other lane. Presumably, a better option may have been to put it there, but with nobody, with the south being a little underguarded, I didn't want to give them too much of an advantage. Throw out Berserk, increase damage. Raises attack rate of all defenders by 40% for 10 seconds. See, I mean, it's already over before it started. It's a younger battle. But still, it's a good experience. The Glory of War. This exquisite quad armor luxuriates in style. Each ring of melee is blued, and the last rows of the shirt are gilded to create a golden border. The reinforcing plates are ornamented with gilded patterns and prominently displayed the symbol of an imperial family, scratched into the surface of the metal of the quad words, "How late it is to think on these things." Several more words are scratched around the corners of the plates, but the haste in which they appear to have been written has rendered them illegible. So that'll be good. Give that to her. That's a huge upgrade. Huge. So we'll come down and we'll do this one. See if we can't do this one on extreme too. Pop her right here. Get it up to 3. Move his speed up to 2. Get him out. Boost him up. Pop her right here. Boom, and then pop up to 4. Get priest out. And pop him up. Alright. so far, level 14, 16, and 18s. So, like this armor guy, it's pretty dangerous. 30 armor. Is, we actually took down that first guy pretty well, so not too worried about it. But our armor is something to keep in mind later on as enemies get stronger, because it can be overwhelming. Let's put down a crystal right here and go berserk frenzy and keep lightning just in case. I don't. Yeah, see, clean that out. Those armor guys gave shelter, sort of protected, tanked, if you would, for remaining of the troops. They were able to get down there that easily. This one's a bit more imposing, but that's the whole beauty of it. If you don't try to make it difficult, and just by default, I'm pretty easy at making things harder than they need to be. So, given my nature of making things harder than they need to be, on top of giving the option of having it harder combined, it can get pretty crazy. But I think this is going alright. Got these armored guys, let's get some rid of them. Got plenty of PSI, so I'm not worried about that. Just start chipping off these guys here. There's no point not to use all this. Now in later battles, or when you have more troops out, instead of relying on your PSI, you'll be relying on upgrading more troops, which is just as well. So it's a balance as to how you want to play, basically, your style. It's not really a wrong style, as long as you have fun. Tiger skin vest. Quad fire motifs on a tooled leather belt are the only hint of the origins of this exotic garment. Ooh. 14. Give that to him. Beautiful. Let's go. Excellent. That looks beautiful. Get rid of this blue. 19 to 29. 22. Armor 46. That's a lot of armor. Versus 32, 38. 46, 40. Yeah, it's pretty big. Of course, I got a bow. That's pretty nice. Let's see if we can't do it. Okay, let's see. Maybe be smart about this. Let's put him here. My priest here. And archer. Archer there. I need a lot of range on her. Don't enjoy spending that much, but range is important. She needs 140. Let's up this. She gets 140, it'll slow him down a lot. A bit more to be able to work with. Slow it down, take a better look at things. I want to pop it up to 140, but at the same time, it's a risk. Risk what we have to take. Let's see how this plays out here. What's her range at? It's right on the edge. Pop those guys. They should die. Okay, good job. Good job, mage. So it's a bit... need to hit those armored guys as best as possible. They're the ones who absorb a lot of damage, so I need to try to avoid that. There's some more armored guys up here. Let me actually... to 45. Alright, let's get crystal out. Pop it right there. It didn't do as much damage to the armored guys as I thought it would. That's alright. South is getting hit pretty heavy. Crystal down. Crystal is down. I can do that. Speed it up. Worry about. I want them to be doubling up. They're in smaller pairs and can hit them a bit easier. So far looking okay. We got 9 armored guys coming up. That could be a bit of an issue. Need to watch out. Not worried about the armored guys right away, as there is a bunch of these guys. Thin that out. Yeah, there's a lot of guys coming up here. Alright, let's start at least weakening. I would like not to spend any more on these guys. Because, like I said, I get the armored troops that are going to be a real problem if not taken care of properly. So far, doing okay, but coming up on the last stretch here. Good, good. Let's get rid of this guy. See, we're starting to double up here in the south, which is not the best. This is quickly turning into a dangerous situation. Okay, we're going to have to recall everybody and just hope it's enough to blast our way out of this. Move it down. Blast, blast, blast. This is gonna be so close. We can do it. I believe in us. Let's see, okay, let's finish this path out here and head down south. Wipe out those guys. Maybe I don't need to remove all of my troops, but I didn't want to take the chance of not having enough PSI. Boom. Got a little crazy at the end, but we managed to survive. Get up a rapid shot. More and more damage. Not to mention now she'll get a bow, so that's beautiful. Relic of the North. This fine hunting bow is crafted from pure white birchwood. The blue leather grip is wound with a gold wire, and a strange script winds around the end, possibly one of the many languages of the northern city-states. The nomad symbol of a keyed family is painted on one side, indicating that the weapon traveled south with that tribe. How much of an upgrade? Yeah, see, that's a huge upgrade for her. That was worth it. That was really worth it. So, let's just do one more, and then we'll have a story. want to make sure we don't have any issues with the story. Armor 42, they're tough, but I believe in this. Ah, the river one. I like this battle. This battle, I think, is one of my more favorite maps. It has a certain charm about it. Move her here. Now that's good. Oh, focus firepower. Full focus firepower will be on there. We can hit it up to 4, as well as start zapping these armored guys. We don't want that. We do not want these armored guys. So that's good. We're getting almost through, but then they start getting hit by archers. So, but they're gonna double up here. These guys are gonna come around, and then the next one are going to move through. So it'll be interesting to see if that works. I might need to frenzy once it gets closer. I don't want to waste it. There we go. Have lightning ready for the armored guys that are coming out now. We don't want them to get anywhere. Still have plenty of PSI. This battle is not bad at all at our current level and skill. So we can actually, because we have so much PSI, we'll upgrade. That takes 270. Soon enough. It'll increase her attack by 16, her range, and her speed. Speed by 2. But so that's always good. Back with the lightning onto the armored. What do they say? Armored Revenant. These Revenant were once knights that fell in battle. Although they retained none of their intelligence and skill they had in life, they still retain their armor. So. And you die. Excellent. Excellent. Soon, soon, we'll be unstoppable. So we're getting to that point now where the older ones aren't as bad, can move inwards without a worry. So we're starting to hit a wall of sorts. Level up to 9, and now that's complete. Ice ball. Go to map. Yes. Okay. Let's move down to battle.